Hey guys, we have the only two Firefox OS phones available in India right now, the Intex Cloud FX and the Spice Fire One, and we're gonna give you a quick comparison between the two. So starting with the box, quickly you can see the Spice One is slightly smaller than this, although they both have similar sizes. So both are colorful, both have all the specs around all of this, so not much to talk about. This guy costs 2220 around, and this guy around cost just under 1999 or 1990, something like that. The next thing is the content of the box. So you can see it's fairly even. You have both the phones out there with the batteries inside, the manuals, USB wall adapter. There's a slight difference here. This guy is a 500 milliampere power, and this is 550 milliampere, so this is slightly more. Micro USB 2.0 cables, and the earphones out here without volume control and silver plated audio jack. So fairly even, not much different. But the Spice One also give this back cover free. So for 300 rupees more, apart from whatever is difference in the phone that we're gonna show you, you also have slightly more powerful USB adapter here, plus this back cover for free. Hardware wise, there is not much different. In fact, if I hold it here, you won't be able to tell which one is Intex and which one is Spice. Only when you turn them around you would see that this is Intex and this is Spice One. So size wise almost equal, thickness wise also almost equal. There's a difference on the back cover. The Intex one has nice texture on it that gives a greater grip than this one. It also has a matte finish, but not as cool looking as this one. Both has glossy front, so they would attract a lot of fingerprints. I however like this depression on the sides of the Spice. This gives a hole on the fingers better, much better than the one on this one. The button placement, well, front side is almost identical. This one is slightly more rectangularish than this one, but left side see volume rocker. This one has the micro USB port situated here. The Spice One here has on top. So mouthpiece both here. Then the volume rocker, the power button out here for the Spice. This is for the Intex, this is on top. And then you have your 3.5mm jack both on top. So behind they have this one has a 2MP camera, this one has a 1.3MP camera, but this 1.3MP camera comes with an LED flash that will be help under slightly low light. Speaker grills both almost same. Another difference is that the Spice One has a VGA front camera. This one does not have front camera. VGA is next to nothing, but still the audience that these guys are aimed at, the feature phone ones, even a VGA camera for them, having a front camera itself is a very good thing. So feature wise, at least from the hardware point of view, the Spice One wins here, mainly due to this VGA camera. And also the Spice One has a 1400 mAh battery inside. This one has a 1250 mAh battery. Both dual sims, both supports micro SD card. The dual sim, both are full sims. So that's about the hardware. So display wise, at full brightness they are almost equally bright. The bezels here on the Intex one is slightly bigger, so that's why this guy is slightly more, but slightly bulkier than this one. The Spice One is more compact. And also the Spice One has an auto brightness level, and this one does not have an auto brightness level. But apart from that, OS wise they all are same. The apps are pretty much the same because they both run the same version of Firefox OS. You get pretty much the default apps and everything. The Intex one says you can only play the preloaded games and not the third-party ones. The Spice One does not say it, but it's pretty much the same case with this one as Spice One as well. I'm not gonna go too deep into the user interface because they're almost identical, the same. Firefox OS, it finds difficulty, it takes time in rendering images and other media, but it renders text pretty well. Now the Spice One supports landscape mode only in the gallery, meaning images and video viewing. The Intex one actually supports a landscape mode in Firefox as well, but I think I'll just see if this guy supports. See, this guy does not support landscape mode in Firefox, but I think the Intex one supports the Firefox mode. See, Yeah, so that's an added benefit, if you would say so. And then the music output, so it's difficult to say which one is louder. I guess the Spice one is slightly louder and better mix of the bass and a treble one than the Intex, but Intex one is also equally loud. The video viewing experience is also same, nothing much. The camera performances, well, the Intex one is slightly, that very slightly, just by an hair, better than the one on the Spice. But the Spice one has the VGA, which is very poor, but still you can at least capture the information. So there's nothing much to talk about on the user interface comparisons really, because they are almost identical, and even the tools like music and call quality and the camera quality and all on the photo viewing experience, all are pretty much the same. There's nothing much to differentiate about. What you should really think about before choosing either of them is one is the presence of the front camera out here. Although remember that because the front camera, you're actually coming down on the back camera by 0.7 MP. This one has a 2 MP camera, this one has 1.3 MP also, so that's your call. Number two is slightly better battery performance here, courtesy that 1400 mAh battery. This one has only 1250, so 150 mAh in general case in Android and all won't make much of a difference, but Firefox OS anyway is very light, so 150 mAh will give you that much needed juice at that critical time. Apart from those two features, there's not much to choose really between these two. They're about 200 odd rupees different, which is not much for someone, so you'll have to keep those two things in mind while buying either of one. Thank you.